Hello, in this video we're looking at how to solve inequalities that involve modulus. So if you look at this here, it says solve 2x plus 9 in a modulus is more than or equal to 14 minus x. So in these we're going to have to plot both graphs, and then once we've got them both we can solve the inequalities to see when is this function, so when are the y value outputs of this greater than or equal to this function. So to save us the time, I've drawn these out here. So the 2x plus 9 one, I've drawn here. You can see it intercepts the y-axis at 9, and then it would have continued all the way down here. But because it's modulus, this bit gets reflected up here to actually get this part here. And then for the 14 minus x, this has a gradient of minus 1 and intercepts the y-axis at 14, so that goes straight down here. So our solutions then are this bit here and this bit here. Like if it was just this equals this, these coordinates would be our solutions. However, we want to know when is this greater than this. And basically all this means, or the best way to think about it, is when is the green line greater than or higher up than the blue line. So if we look here, you can see the green line is way higher up the y-axis than the blue line. So this area fulfills our criteria. Whereas if we trace it backwards, we can see that once we pass this red dot, the green line is now below the blue line. Or the y value outputs for the green line, like 9, are smaller than the blue value ones, like 14. So we want all the points that are to the right of this, so greater than this point here. And then over here we can see green is below blue for all of this region, so we don't want any of this. But then after this, the green surpasses the blue again. So because the green line is above the blue line for this region, we want all of these parts less than this. So our aim then is, we've drawn them both, we need to find these two coordinates, and it's greater than this point or less than this point. All right, so how do you do that then? Well, to find this solution, we just need to set these two equations equal to each other. And this green part here of our curve is the positive version. Yeah, we haven't taken into account the modulus sign for this part. So to solve it, we just do 2x plus 9 equals 14 minus x. Yeah, so this equals this. And then to solve that, we add x to both sides to get 3x, and take 9 from both sides to get 5. That will give us x equals 5 thirds. So we now know that this point here is 5 thirds. That's what we just figured out, 5 thirds. And now we need to figure out this value here. So for this one, if we look at our green line, this has taken into account the modulus, because it should have been down here, but we have reflected it up here. Because of that, we have to do minus 2x plus 9 equals 14 minus x. Yeah, so same as above, we have to put a minus around this bit here, to take into account that it's the negative part of the line. And so to solve that, if we scroll down a bit, we have minus 2x minus 9 equals 14 minus x. So then we can add 2x to both sides, which will give us an x on the right. And we can take away 14 from both sides, so we get minus 23 on the left. Okay, and that's it. So we know that this value here is minus 23. Okay, so now now that we have our kind of points, we need to take into account the actual inequality stuff. So as we said, we want all of this region on the right. So we want whenever x is more than or equal to 5 thirds, because that will account for all of this region. And then from this point, we want everything on the left of here. So whenever x is less than or equal to minus 23. And that's it. That's how you do these ones. So hope that all makes sense. Remember, the main idea is draw the curves, or your graph, whatever it is, and then find out what they mean. Like I would suggest drawing these little arrows on, so you know which regions you're looking for. Then you find the coordinates, the points of intersection, and then you write your inequalities. So I hope that makes sense. Let us know if you have any questions or any queries about anything, and I'll see you next time.